direct from the Big Easy. And celebrating 100 years of the National Automobile Dealers Association in New Orleans, this is NADA 100 Live. Here's your host, Ryan Salazar.
I'm Ryan Salazar, and we're here in New Orleans for the National Automobile Dealers Association 100th anniversary. What a great show it is, guys. We're having a wonderful time. It's exciting to be with the auto industry. And today we have a very special guest. She has a presentation to give, Amy Fox of Empower Retirement. How are you?
I'm doing well, Ryan. How are you?
Great. It's great to have you. So let's go ahead and get right into it.
Awesome. Thanks so much. At Empower Retirement, our goal is to help your employees of the dealerships replace their working income for life and to retire with dignity. We know the retirement landscape is changing. We know lots of things are going on, and your employees are focused on a lot of different things. Having done this for 17 years now, the three most common questions that I run into out in the field and talking to employees is, how much do I need to save? Where should I invest? And what is my ultimate goal? How much do I need to be able to retire successfully? Ryan, can you take a guess? How often or how much time do you think people spend on the average financial services website?
Oh, probably not much. Yeah,
right.
Everybody's got so much going on.
Yeah, that's accurate. The most people will spend about 18 seconds on a financial services website. So what does that tell me? If my three questions are pretty in-depth and pretty detailed, not much. If we take a look at what the current retirement website shows you when you first log in, here you see you have your account balance, you have that you're saving, and you have where you're invested. But that doesn't really answer your three main questions, and it doesn't tell you how close you are to being able to achieve your retirement goals. So one of the things we're rolling out this year for the NADA retirement program is a whole new website to really engage your employees, help them think about retirement differently, and really give them an idea of where they're going. So if we take a look at that, now if I have 18 seconds, what does this view tell me instead? Right? It says I'm 66% of the way to achieving my retirement goals. It tells me that in my retirement years, I can expect to receive about $2,254 a month in monthly income. And then it gives me some easy tools to be able to make a direct impact on the questions that I have. So what we're trying to do is put retirement into a perspective that makes sense today when thinking about what you're going to need for tomorrow. The other thing that we've done here is tried to make it easy for someone to save more. What we do know is that the biggest driver and the biggest impact on retirement savings and retirement success is the amount people are saving. We all get bogged down in the investment side of things. We try to think too much about things that really don't have a great overall impact. Here we have made an easy slider to say, what is my next best step? Is to move this over to 6%. In doing so, now I have immediate gratification. I can see what that does for my future. I can see it moved my goal from 66% to 74%, and then it's also narrowed my income gap. I also get to see, well, what does that do for me today? I know what it does tomorrow. Now it's going to cost me $90.83 to be able to have $267 more a month in retirement. If I'm Taylor Smith, which is the name of the participant in this demo, I can make 2 clicks, submit my change, and I'm done. The best thing is we know that people need guidance, they need help, they need answers, they have lots of questions. We don't stop there. We give them their next best step at all times. So now she knows, I did this today, where do I go from here? The other thing we know from an investment standpoint is people have questions about how to invest. There's tools and resources available depending on what type of investor you are to pick the help that you need within your programs. The one thing that we do know is healthcare costs are a big deal, right? Healthcare is on everybody's mind, especially with where we are today politically and where we're going to go in the future. We know that retirees really don't understand healthcare costs and normally are unprepared for what that's going to look like in retirement. So this tool gives folks who are 35 and older the ability to determine where they're going to spend their money on healthcare once they get to retirement and give them a real picture and how that changes as well. The nice thing is this can be customized. So we have 6 specific states here at the bottom left that have an impact on retirement and retirement savings, and especially on longevity. So we like to joke that this is the only way that you can smoke your drink and drink your way to a successful retirement. What that really means is you're not going to live as long, so you don't need as much money. However, you can play with that tool where you want to retire and see how that impacts things. We talked about social media in the last session, and it's all over this convention. The other thing we know is millennials especially really want to know how they stack up. Right? Facebook, the reason we're all on Facebook is to keep up with the Joneses and make sure that all the people we went to high school with aren't doing something cooler than the rest of us are. So this tool allows people to take a look at where they're at today. How do they stack up against the rest of the people that are on our system? But most importantly, no one wants to be average, right? So I just don't want to meet what my peers are doing. I want to know what the top 10% are doing. I want to know what the people who are going to be most successful are doing to meet their goals, and how close am I to what those folks are doing. So this concept of social norming and giving people a perspective of the competition of retirement is helpful as well. The other thing that we know is retirement is only a piece of your employee's financial puzzle, and they're hit with financial stuff all day, every day. Where do I go for additional tools and resources to understand how retirement fits into my overall financial picture? So we have this Me and My Money section. If you don't want, let's say, I have a student loan, I got to figure out how to pay that before I can even take a second to think about what I'm going to do for retirement. You can click on any of these sections for additional tools. Managing credit card debt, right? We know that's a big deal for a lot of people. What do I do if I want to buy a house? How do I create a budget? A lot of people that come out into the workforce, especially out of college, don't even have the basic life skills available to really understand, how do I pay my bills? What does that look like? So the second piece of that we have available to employees is something called Savings and Bill Manager, where we'll use their leverage their participation in the retirement program to actually help them pay their bills on time, set up automatic payments, set up a budget, and set up ongoing savings. Lots of great tools and resources, really hoping to revolutionize the way people view retirement, the way they view it as part of their financial picture, and also to help them save successfully.
All right, so again, Amy Fox of Empower Retirement. Thank you so much for spending some time with us. If anybody's interested in getting more information, how can they contact you?
Yeah, we're right over here in the NADA Pavilion in booth 2801, and they can actually also go on to nadaretirement.com for more information as well.
All right, excellent. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Again, Amy Fox, Empower Retirement. Let's give her a round of applause, everybody. And we have continuing coverage right here from New Orleans, Louisiana. It's a great show. It's so exciting. Again, we'll see you in just a few minutes. Cool.